Sa puntong ito mga kapanim natin sa linya ng telepono si dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario. Magandang umaga po, Secretary Del Rosario.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, congratulations din sa inyo. Malaking tagumpay ito sa inyo at sa inyong team nagtumutok dito since year 2013. Ano pong pakiramdam nyo? How are you feeling today, sir?
I'm very happy for the Filipinos, obviously, and I think that we have many people to thank for this victory that we all share. We also would like to, of course, thank our supporters, the many countries who supported us and stood by us in terms of the legal rule of law that we had pursued. I think that we are very happy with the outcome, and I think that the victory can be used as a leverage to be able to promote our national interest.
Okay, sir, the reaction of former President Aquino was, this is not just a victory for the Philippines, it's a victory for all, for the global community. What do you think he meant by that, sir?
Well, I think if you take a look at the award, they have ruled on many aspects which affect not only the Philippines but the claimant states, and as well the other nations of the world who use and who benefit from freedom of navigation of the South China Sea. So it is in that context, I believe, that the President said that this is a victory for all because it benefits the whole world, and people in its entirety will of course enjoy these benefits.
Okay, sir, the big question now, ngayong pumabor sa atin ang tribunal, what next? Ano dapat ang susunod na hakbang ng ating bansa?
Obviously, the victory has created for us a valid platform for us to be able to approach the negotiating table with quite a lot of leverage. So I think we should use this leverage wisely and prudently, and we should inject strategic plans into the equation so that we can achieve the objectives that we've set out for ourselves.
Well, many people are also saying, sir, that the decision also comes with risks, and we have to be careful also with how the Philippines uses the decision to take action or to propose action in the global community, because nawalan daw ng face ang China dahil natalo sila sa lahat daw ng punto dito sa kaso, at baka lalo daw sila maging agresibo.
No, I think that that's correct. I think the Filipinos have to be magnanimous in this victory, but I think they can approach China in a very constructive way, and I think this. Of course, I'm not with the government anymore, but I think strategic plans are in the offing. So I have confidence that we will benefit from this victory and use it wisely.
Okay, sir, the facts on the ground or in the seas, no, ay malaki na po ang presence ng China, pati yung militar ng China. May mga airstrip na po sila doon. They've reclaimed big parts of the sea, mga mahigit 1,000 hektarya na po. Do you foresee any scenario where China will be withdrawing from the reclaimed areas that they already occupy?
I think the claimant states have got to look at this with a great deal of thought, because, for example, if we have a reclamation in our EEZ, that reclamation by law should not have taken place without our consent. Because only we are entitled to do what's there. It's our exclusive right to do what we want in our exclusive economic zone. So that's the challenge.
Okay, sir, alam niyo naman na hindi kinikilala ng China yung kaso at saka yung desisyon. They have categorically rejected the decision. So, kung tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagtatuboy nila, halimbawa, ng mga mangingisdang Pilipino sa Scarborough Shoal, saan naman tayo dudulog? Where can we go now for redress?
You know, the decision, China is a signatory to clause. So the decision by the arbitral tribunal is binding, it's final, it's non-appealable. And I think one of our submissions clearly is to be able to arrest the harassment of our fishermen who use the Baho de Sinloc as their traditional fishing ground. I think the decision that came down condemned China's action there in terms of their harassment of our people, and they consider that these actions are unlawful.
Okay, ano naman ang aasahan natin? Anong pwede nating asahan sa Amerika? Paano naman tayo tutulungan ng Amerika dito sa pagpapatupad ng desisyon?
Well, I think the Americans, being our treaty ally, have been working very closely with us, and I think that cooperation should continue. Yeah, I think that we can. The United States has always been with us. They're our only treaty ally, and it is my belief that we can continue to rely on the United States to be of help to us and to continue to be allied with us.
Mm-hmm. So ano yung susunod na hakbang ngayon na kaugnay ng Amerika? What do we want America to do?
Well, for one thing, we have this Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, this EDCA. I think this is a mechanism to be able to bolster security engagement, and it's related, of course, directly to the Mutual Defense Treaty. I think this is a significant help to the Philippines in terms of promoting interoperability, in terms of modernizing our armed forces, and also in terms of creating a minimum credible deterrent for the Philippines.
Well, sir, in addition to EDCA and the increased military assistance to the Philippines, we've all noticed also that there's greater U.S. naval presence in the region. Aircraft carriers have been seen more frequently in the region. Ano po yung risk? Is there a risk that a conflict will break out in the West Philippine Sea?
I don't think so. I think that the fact that the U.S. is helping the Philippines in terms of establishing a minimum credible defense posture, I think that's helpful in terms of being able to sustain the peace and stability in the region.
Okay, maraming salamat sa inyong panahon, Ginoong Albert Del Rosario, ang dating Foreign Affairs Secretary.
Thank you.